Hey, Dragon. Hey, Jerome. Hey, Leonard. This is No Code Check Tech Jobs, part 4 of a 4-part series. All right, let's jump into it. How are you doing, friends? Welcome, 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 and good morning and happy Saturday. My name is Alicia with Alicia B Coaches. I help women with at least 5 years of work experience pivot into careers in technology without getting a degree and without learning how to code. I just believe that women need more flexible income. They need more flexible jobs so that we can do all the great things that we do when we are running households. So that's my target market. And I really want to work with people who have at least 5 years of experience, because with 5 years work experience, you know how to talk to people, get things done, organize your work, you know how to show up on time, right? And more than likely, you know how to teach yourself. So a large aspect of being in technology and having a technology job is having the ability to teach yourself things. um, you can go to training, but training will only get you so far. True, you don't have to go to college, right? And you don't have to know how to code, but you do need to know how to train yourself in other aspects, because that's how you're going to, stay on top of your job. I think most people have the type of jobs where regulations change, and if a regulation is changing, you do have to do something, right? In order to stay on top of it. You know how every 2 years or so they may change a process or they're changing a policy, right? So you do have to do some learning. So that's why I work with people who have at least 5 years of work experience. Um, Hello, Ari. Hello, Majestic. If anyone has questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'm going to jump in. So what I'm working from today is the last page of the free download. So my free download is on my Patreon, link in bio. Go to the Patreon page, then collections, free content, and then off the cuff notes. The last page is called resources. Resources has 4 sections: tech concepts, tech tools, self-development, and organizations and groups. So the first thing I wanted to cover is tech concepts. So these concepts are basically concepts that are going to help you pass that interview. And once you pass the interview and get on the job, then it's a lot easier to understand how to be successful. Plus, at that point, you have your whole team. So you're going to have a team lead, you're going to have engineers. There's probably going to be another business analyst on your team that's going to help you as well. But your first hurdle, of course, is just getting past that interview, right? So these tech concepts, I'd like you to just research. You either can use an AI bot, Google, whatever your research skills are, but make sure you get a notebook, take some notes. If it's not a physical notebook, then you really want to be taking notes like electronically. So here are the concepts. I'll give you like some seconds. Open up your laptop, grab a pencil, write these down. Software development lifecycle, CI/CD. So that's continuous integration, continuous development. Those are just kind of like different foundational. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for the follow. CI/CD and SDLC are different foundational concepts. They'll ask you this in an interview just to find out if you're aware of it. They're not going to quiz you on it in detail. They just want to know that you're not someone who just woke up one day and said, I was going to be a business analyst and just didn't try to do anything, right? So this is just them knowing that you took the extra steps and you went out on the internet and you've done research. Some other great topics, we've got pair programming, user acceptance testing, and you do need to know the difference between agile and waterfall. Those are 2 different project management, I would say project management processes. Lots of companies do both together. So it's not really agile versus waterfall. It's more of how agile is a company and how waterfall is a company. And then within that company, some projects will be agile and some projects will be waterfall. Next up, you need to know about user stories, acceptance criteria, metrics, and you need to know what a dashboard is. So a dashboard is really how the metrics are displayed, right? So the dashboard can be electronic. It can be something that you log into. It could be something that's automatically on your computer once you're logged in. Or if you're working in an office, it could be something that's like posted on the screens, like on the wall. So I'm going to run through those tech concepts again, and then we're going to move on to tech tools. So the tech concepts, the first one, SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. CI/CD, Continuous Improvement, Continuous Delivery. Pair programming. Pair programming is when two or more engineers just kind of work together. So they may be sitting side by side. One is going to like tackle one part of the code. One is going to tackle the other part of the code. Or someone more senior will start coding. And then the junior person or the person that's trying to learn is going to sit next to them, watch them and ask questions. It's called pair programming. Then we have user acceptance testing, Agile and Waterfall. Agile and Waterfall are different types of project management concepts. Then we're going to have metrics and dashboards. So those are some concepts that you should do some research on. There's more information on my Patreon page. I think I even have like a free class on SDLC that's on my YT. Link in bio. Next up is tech tools. So tech tools are, what are the tools that you would use day to day as a business analyst? So day to day, you're going to use some type of project management tool. Most companies kind of lean towards one or another, but I have worked with some companies where they use 3 different types of tools, and then they tried to find a way to daisy chain them together. So daisy chain means if you put something in one tool, then you need to paste a link and say, okay, in this other tool, here's the matching. Then you go to the second tool and you paste the link in there to match it to the third tool, right? So you either have to daisy chain by pasting a link, or what they'll do is they'll create a spreadsheet and say, this concept is this ID number in tool 1, this ID number in tool 2, this ID number in tool 3. It's insane. It's bananas. I hate working in environments like that. I really like it when companies just pick one project management tool. So I'm about to read the names of some of these tools, write them down, put them in your phone, whatever. We've got the first up is Microsoft Azure DevOps. This is my favorite. I love this. Its nickname is ADO. So ADO, Azure DevOps. I wouldn't say it's super easy to use, but all the information you want is within Azure DevOps. So Azure DevOps has the user stories. You can write tests in it. You can keep the outcome of the test, like whether the test passed or failed. You also can do your dashboards, and you can create dashboards in DevOps, just drag and drop, no code. I'm like, okay, ADO, I am your girl, ADO. Thank you for letting me create dashboards without having to code. That's why I love ADO so much. The other thing about ADO is if you go on their website, they have like a free sandbox tool. So you can create different projects, move it around. So you can have some hands-on, practice before you have that job interview. So my number one favorite tech tool of all time, Microsoft Azure DevOps ADO. Next up is Jira. Jira is created by Atlassian. It looks a lot like Microsoft Azure DevOps. And actually, both of these tools are just Kanban boards. So with Kanban boards, you're just dealing with different columns. And the information you put it on a card, and you're just dragging that card from column to column, left to right. Another one is Rally. I haven't used Rally in about 15 years, but they're still in business. I went online and checked. So look up Rally, and Rally is Rally, Rally. Then there's Agility and Plan View. Agility and Plan View are really for like the team lead and management. So not so much for the agile teams themselves. So like you can't do testing in Plan View, but there's a lot of tracking and roadmaps. So different things that project managers, program managers, higher levels of management are looking at. Normally, an introductory BA wouldn't necessarily have to do that, but I do want people to go and research it just so that they know what it looks like vaguely and that it's out there just in case it comes up during an interview. And then these last four that I want to talk about are just different ways of tracking and organizing data. Let me grab some tea. So the first one is called Smartsheet. Smartsheet is like Excel on steroids. So with Smartsheet, you can create forms. Inside the forms, you can do different things. I've noticed that companies use Smartsheet when they don't want to pay for Microsoft Azure DevOps. Put it like that. So Smartsheet is generally a band-aid that is putting that is trying to contain two different tools or two different processes. And then the rest are Trello, Mural, and Miro. Trello is a Kanban board. I like Trello, and I use Trello when I'm doing retro meetings, so different agile meetings. Sometimes it's easier to just have visuals, have pictures. It's easy to do visuals and pictures in Trello. Miro, Miro, and Mural, Mural, they are also different tools you can use. I like these tools when I'm doing something high level, like trying to resolve issues in a team, or we're doing quarterly planning, because you can write on it like a whiteboard. You can create like electronic sticky notes, and then everybody from the team can participate, right? Which is great. When you're using the sticky notes, you then can organize the sticky notes. You could do different games with Miro and Mural. So I like these for really working with the teams, right? Love them. And then the third section is self-development. So really, I want you, if you're really interested in learning more about becoming a business analyst, I need you to take 3 hours every Saturday, start studying. If 3 hours is too much, just start with 2 hours, get a notebook, do some electronic note taking, and really commit to growing some of these skills and start applying for these jobs. So with self-development, I want you to work on things like mindset, organization, planning. Read some of those books. Do I have? I probably could do another video to recommend some agile business analyst mindset focus books. I'll do another video on the books. But in the meantime, I want you to focus on your time management skills and actually start tracking which business analyst roles you're applying to. So be very certain that you're reading the job description. Um, that you're reading the job description completely, because you're looking for business analyst roles that are like that junior or that intro level role. Make sure you're not trying to apply for like the senior business analyst, because that they're looking for people that have like three to 5 years experience. And then lastly on this page is organizations and networking groups. Some of the organizations offer free training. Some of them have resume templates online. Some of them may have book recommendations, which is great. A few of them, for a fee, they'll let you join. And then once you join, then you can put that like on your LinkedIn. Hey, I'm in this organization. Sometimes the organizations will have like different databases to help you find jobs. So make sure to thank you. So make sure to read everything on those websites. I'm going to read through this list and then we're going to wrap up for today. So we've got PMI, the Project Management Institute, the International Institute of Business Analysis. So that's IIBA, Association of Business Process Management Professionals, Women in Technology and Women in Tech. Those are actually two different organizations. And then Tech Ladies, Million Women Mentors, Black Girls Code. I have been to a few Black Girls Code events. They do have in-person events. Some of them are free, some of them are low cost. They also have networking events. And then Society of Women Engineers and Anita B. So that was just part 4 of my 4-part series. The 4-part series is related to a notes page that I offer for free on my Patreon website. And let's see, what else did I want to cover today? Anyone have any questions? We can pause, grab some questions from the chat. Hello, Holmes Goods. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Leonard. All right, we're going to wrap things up. Again, I'm Alicia from Alicia B Coaches. I help women with 5 years of work experience pivot into careers in technology. I think that the best technology career to get into to start is called business analyst. It's good for someone who is analytical, has organizational skills, and then a lot of the tech stuff you can learn on the job. It's not necessary to have a degree to start. You actually don't even need a cert to start. It's really more about if you're analytical, if you know a little bit about the job itself, a little bit about the tools. And it's especially helpful if you're already working in a company that has the role, because that way you could do a job shadow to try to switch from whatever department you're in over into technology. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day. See you next time.